gagged, bound, and held at gunpoint.
Kim Kardashian West reported being held up at gunpoint by masked robbers pretending to be police.
The robbers fled with around $10 million worth of jewelry.
A spokeswoman for the reality TV star said her client was badly shaken but physically unharmed.
Yes, it is one of the most high-profile heists in celebrity history, but our next guest says there's no doubt that Kim Kardashian's ordeal was an inside job, David.
Yeah, Larry Lawton was once known as the biggest jewel thief in the United States, but now he works for the right side of the law, helping police catch criminals. He has an incredible insight into this case, and he joins us now live from Florida. Larry, thank you for your time. You believe someone in the Kardashian camp was behind this. What makes you so certain?
Well, I wouldn't just say it's the Kardashian camp. It could have been someone from the Paris show, the fashion show. Could have been someone at the airport. Could have been someone at the hotel. You know, when I was away in prison and I was with the guy that used to set up robberies just like that. They would get hotel concierges and partner with them, and they would tell them where the jewels were. So that's what we did that's how I know a lot about this kind of stuff.
All right, Larry, the thing that gets me about this is Kim had $14 million worth of jewellery on her. Her bodyguard reportedly was at a night guard with Kendall and, what's the other one? The other sister?
Kylie.
Courtney, someone.
One of them.
One of them. But why wasn't he with her, or why wasn't there
Yeah.
another bodyguard with her at all times?
You know, there's going to be a lot of questions that need to be answered on this whole case. One, why was there only one? When you have that kind of jewelry, and some of that jewelry was loan jewelry, and there's usually contracts or something that goes where they have to either have security or they have to have their own insurance for, you know, mega worth jewelry like that. You're talking about a lot of money to be unsecured. What really puzzles me in the whole thing is why it took 5 people. Right now they're saying 5 guys were dressed as cops, came in and tied the one concierge up on the bottom and then went up. That could have been done with 2 or 3 people. So either they didn't expect just one person or nobody with Kim at that time. So there's a little more to be found out in this case, but it's a definite inside job. Somewhere along the line they knew she had that kind of money and she would be relatively unsecure.
And, you know, she's very vocal on social media. She posts about her high-end, expensive purchases. She's been criticised just today by a designer Karl Lagerfeld about this. Do you think that might have tipped these guys off, or do you think that they were, I guess, casing her for a while?
Well, I wouldn't say a while, but I do think they knew. I think just a little scenario. She could have been borrowing jewelry from a local jeweler there that wants to get their jewelry out to the public. And they, you know, somebody in that shop or somebody who works for that place said, hey, listen, Kim Kardashian is going to have $5 million worth of our stuff, and she's going to be in town. I don't think social media per se did that. Hey, that's what they do. Social media is what the celebrities do, and that's why they're celebrities. And you're not going to stop that. And that would be more of a smash and grab, we call them in America, where they would just come up to them, pull something off them and run.
On that jewellery, Larry, I imagine the big problem now for those thieves will be offloading it. Everyone knows how much it was and what it was worth and the pieces. There is a big manhunt going on for these suspects. I mean, how are they going to cash in without getting caught?
Well, you know, that's the big question right now. And again, when I was away, I was with somebody who was caught through the fences. There was a robbery here. A man robbed $5 million from a Tiffany's, and he got caught for selling it on the streets, not having a fence. What will happen with that jewelry is they're going to break it up. If it's necklaces or earrings, they can take them out of the settings, reset them. Even the big ring itself, they could take that out, put it in a pendant of something like that, and they have to get rid of that. That's out of the country already, if you ask me. It's gone. The jewelry is gone. And how they find it, the only way that robberies are happening like that is if you have an out. Professionals don't rob something unless they could sell it before they can rob it. That's very well known.
Larry, can I ask you something, just because I've never spoken to someone who's been in your position before with a case like this, and there's been a lot of criticism about Kim Kardashian and whether you like her or not and what empathy you have for her. But the empathy I have for her is that she was in a very dangerous position. She was tied up, she was bound, she was gagged. Was there any, you know, with a jewel thief like this, was there any risk to her life at all in this situation, in your experience?
Well, that's a great question, David, and it's true, and that's why I do what I do today is work with police, because although I didn't hurt people in a robbery, you do put fear into them, and that is a kind of hurt. I don't think she was in danger. These guys were professionals. Obviously, if there was somebody there, and that's what kind of got me a little not understanding why 5 guys went in. They went in to do something specific. And the reason I don't think they really wanted to hurt her at all, they didn't gag her. They gagged the guy downstairs. They didn't want to hurt Kim Kardashian. They locked her in a closet. They also let her where she can get out herself. You know, if I wanted to tie somebody up, you would never get out. So someone would have to find you. So they didn't tie her up so secure that they just wanted enough time to leave the premises and get their getaway, which I think that was planned as well. These were professionals. So as far as, I mean, obviously it's a lot of trauma. So you're right, David. It is disturbing there.
Still would have been terrifying for her. It is an intriguing story. Larry, thank you so much for your insights this morning. And Larry Lawton's book, Gangster Redemption, is available online at Amazon. Good to see Larry getting comfortable during the interview too, taking off his jacket, getting the guns
he
out.
shows those tattoos, man. That was really
Kim should hire
intimidating.
him as the new security guard.
Absolutely. Well, he knows all the ins and outs. That's what I would do.